I'm Eulyn Pagaling. I'm a senior researcher at the James Hutton Institute, and I'm an environmental microbiologist. What that involves is looking at environmental pollutants and where they are, what they're doing, and how we can deal with them. So one of the things that we're looking at is microplastics, and that's what has led us to Wayfinder. So as a part of a PhD project, the first part of the project was to try and find a method for quantifying microplastics in soils that was better than what people currently use, because the method that people currently use misses quite a lot of them. So you're getting an underrepresentation of what the microplastic load is in soils in particular. Microplastics are they're an emerging contaminant. So a lot of the research is actually still in its early stages, but we know, for example, that it can reduce crop yields because it affects crop growth. It can prevent absorption of nutrients into the plant. It can mess up the root so it doesn't get the nutrients in the first place. It also does affect invertebrates, and that leads to impaired soil function. So again, you're losing crop yields because the soils aren't functioning well. Microbes as well as invertebrates, they do all the processes in the soils. It causes a lot of greenhouse gas emissions, so you're losing a lot of the nutrients to the air instead of getting it into the plants in the first place. And there's been some very preliminary research about what it does to the gut, so it can affect livestock yields as well. No, not at all. We came up with a method and we thought it was pretty cool, went straight to publication. We knew that we had something good because a colleague of mine described it as a game changer. So that was really nice. That was like a couple of years ago now. And then I went to Wayfinder and discovered the different routes of commercialization and what it actually means, because I had a very defined idea of what commercialization is, and it was incorrect. And it was when I went to the first session that I then reflected on, what is it that I do? And this idea was the first thing that I went to, and I thought, actually, I think this could have commercial potential. So I went straight to JHL, Gareth Newman, and the business development manager, and said, I've just been to Wayfinder, and I think I've got something that we could potentially commercialize. But yeah, if I hadn't have gone to Wayfinder, it would still just be another published paper and not something that we're pursuing. Yeah, that was really important because I'm definitely the techie person and he's the business person. So I definitely need that. It's a world that I don't understand, maybe even still don't. Maybe I'm learning a bit more, but I still feel like there's a lot more that I need to learn. So it was really nice being able to focus on my strengths and then he can focus on his strengths, and then bringing it together. I think that made what we're doing or potentially doing a lot stronger. He also has all the contacts. He knows the people to go to should this develop further. So I just don't have that because I don't move in those circles. So I wouldn't know where to start. So it's actually been really, really valuable to have the two of us working on this together. I'm still the lab person. So yeah, leading on the technology side and the development side, the research and the R&D side, that's where I see myself. I'm open to being the face of it. But I think I would probably need some training in that area. I'm also happy, if it takes off, to then maybe take a step back and see what my next venture would be. Yeah, well, so the first one was, as I say, I went to that first session and came away and was like, oh, actually, I do have something. So that was the first aha moment. The second one was when I then teamed up with Gareth and we were looking into the market value of our idea. It's huge. We're talking billions of dollars globally. So even if you get a small percentage of that within, just within Scotland, we're talking like big money here. So that I'm not sure if that was an aha moment or more of a excited moment, that, you know, I was actually really onto something here. Being exposed to the market side and the business side, that's, like I say, that's not a world that I know. So that's been valuable because I would never have seen that, you know, day to day in what I do. It's also another language to learn, and a different set of contacts and networks to tap into. So, yeah, I think that's been valuable, like opening my eyes to another world. It's still that's the business and marketing side of things, and you know, me and Gareth have been in have gone in together, so you know, he would have that side, but yeah, maybe just a bit more on that, because we have the idea, we have the concept, we have a prototype, we have a working model. Like if someone was to send us samples today, we could analyze them and give you results tomorrow. It's the selling of the idea and getting to the right people, and the right networks, and making it clear that one, ours is better, and two, why you need it. So I think that is still the journey that we need to go to, is getting this on in people's heads and on their minds, that this is an important thing to do. It was really good, very engaging, and I liked that the program was very interactive. It wasn't, you know, death by PowerPoint. So and it was engaging because we came with an idea and you made us work on our idea. Whereas, you know, I think if it was all theoretical, we'd all go, oh yeah, okay, and then go off and just not really bother with it, if you know what I mean. Just because we're so busy that we don't find time to engage in the things that we learn when we go on these training courses. But this sort of forced you to think about it and interact with it and develop it. So yeah, it's been really good. And I do recommend it to other people, even just in terms of, you know, opening the curiosity and seeing what the word commercialization actually means. It's hard, isn't it? Because if people already have an idea that it's not for them, then they just won't engage. I came into it because a colleague recommended and said to me, you don't know what you don't know. To get those people who may not realize that it's for them, I wonder if some kind of, like, I don't know if this would work, but like some kind of mentorship scheme, or you know, getting alumni, if you like, to come back and say what it's like, and you know, give I don't know, if a little talk, or you know, an expert panel, if you like, maybe a roundtable discussion with alumni, to talk about it might help. I do think that there's loads of potential there that we're not tapping into. And I'm speaking for myself here. I didn't realize what commercializing was. So, and so I would never have engaged with this because I didn't know that. And so I think there must be other people, other researchers out there thinking, oh, you know, I don't have any commercial potential in what I'm doing, without realizing actually that there is. They just need to go to one of your sessions. So yeah, I mean, how to tap into that? You get the word out somehow. But I don't know how you actually do that. But it is trying to get to the people and saying, look, this is what commercializing is. I've got colleagues that have got commercial potential in their work, and they don't realize it.